This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com/Psychetruth.
Hi, this is Chandler Rose, and welcome back to our Swedish and Trigger Point series. Today I'm working on banks, and we will be addressing trigger points in the forearm. This is a super helpful video for anyone that has hand pain, tension, tingling, numbness, or tension in the neck. It's all connected and goes along very well with previous videos where we opened up the pecs and the neck, and we're now making our way down the arm. So just to start, make sure you have your client in a comfortable position. You want to make sure the knees are elevated and that the knees and feet are in alignment with the hips, almost like railroad tracks. Letting the feet be relaxed and the knees elevated with a bolster or pillow. And now that we've been working on the body, she's nice and open through the shoulders and neck, which is wonderful for getting into the arm. This is also something that you can do if you're just seated with your partner and you want to give them a little gift of massage by opening up their arms. So we're going to take a deep breath. I always recommend slowing the breath, really making the exhale long, drawn out, very expansive. And specifically when you're doing trigger point or learning trigger point, having the relationship be open to breathing while these points are being addressed. It can be super tender. So I'm just checking in with the wrist, cradling her hand, squeezing into the flexors and the extensors. There's so much activity in this part of the arm, but the body is very interesting in how it doesn't often show how tight the arms can get. You'll feel it in the neck and the hand before you'll feel it in this area here. And I will repeat these techniques on the other side of the body, so you'll have a chance to observe and a chance to practice. So if you're learning Swedish, then you know that what feels so good about Swedish is this palmar pressure. You can vary your speed depending on where you are working in the body. I like to work from the midline out to the extremities, out to the fingers and toes, to offer more sense of connection in the body. A lot of times we're very aware of what we feel around our thinking center, and we're less aware of how our arms and legs are feeling. So massage like this can feel pretty profound. A lot of people are unaware of how tight they are. So now that I warmed up this arm with my organic hand-blended oils, I will take one hand, my left, and cradle her hand, and the other, my right arm and thumb, I will sink in with some trigger point into this forearm. So make note of where the crease is on the other side of the elbow. And then you want to find the meaty, dense part. And every one is a little different. So for Banks, she has some density near her elbow on the lateral or outside of the forearm. which I know you can't really see right now, but you'll be able to see it better when I do it on the other side. And she's initiating breath, which is great. It just tells me this is tender for her. So pay attention to the breathing cues. If you have someone that is complaining of neck tension or hand sensations, and they're really sore right here, they may even ask you to lighten up, which is okay, but change comes from this healthy, uncomfortable sensation going into the spaces that have been tight for a long time, and peeling back the layers gently with your thumb. Be aware if you have an overworked thumb joint. This may be difficult for you to bend your thumb like this. You can also have a flat thumb going into that space. This will indirectly affect a nerve called the median nerve. The median nerve is involved with anyone dealing with carpal tunnel symptoms. It's very common for a doctor to assess wrist pain, tension, hand pain, and tension as carpal tunnel syndrome. Often, people have surgeries in their wrists to correct this, which can be ineffective, since if they're cutting here and this is the area that is tight, they're not really affecting the area that's involved. So a very simple way to help carpal tunnel symptoms is to take your thumbs in this area and sink into that deeper tissue. Breathe. Allow those muscles to melt. Allow the hand and wrist to open. And the median nerve now has space to effectively transmit the right signals. Median nerve disturbances can be due to the muscles squeezing the nerve. So you're creating spaces that will assist this nerve to be healthy again. In an age of so many cell phones and so much texting, a lot of people are really tight in here. Also, yogis doing planks, teachers grading papers, driving, anything where your hands are clenched and engaged for long periods of time can cause your median nerve to give you signals that your forearms are tight. This is really easy work to do on anyone if they're open to it. And no surgery necessary. It's definitely an area that is uncomfortable to do trigger point work. The benefits come when you are finished. Which is why after a few minutes of that, go back to Swedish. Squeeze through the palms, which is so relaxing for the fingers and the mind. And you can do a little soft rotation in the wrist as long as there isn't recent injury present. And you're creating a pathway for the body to heal itself, to sweep through the arm, allowing the hand to be more free, allowing the pecs to open. I encourage you to watch the videos related to this one because the body is a pulley system, very organized in a way, and the body appreciates a full body assessment, a feeling of everything being loosened to create more harmony and encouraging a holistic approach. We have several parts that make up all these connections, but all of these parts are connected. And massage is a really good way to stretch these tiny little muscles that might not really be getting stretched. Maybe they're just tight all the time due to overuse. So I'm just going back and forth between sweeping and then trigger point. This side is feeling much more open. We will repeat this on the other, and it may be a little different, so be open to that. If you're right-handed, your right side may be much tighter than the left. Let's work on the other arm. Open up that right side, her dominant side. Switch sides of the table. It's really good to not just get caught up in a routine. After you do massage for a while, it's easy to just go on autopilot. But a good relationship in this kind of practice is to stay present in every moment, especially with trigger point. You're dealing with deeper tissue structures. So tuning in to breath and any reaction in the body is important. So Swedish effleurage means sweeping, spreading oil, relaxing, stretching. Lengthening tissue. And checking into the hand with a little petrissage, squeezing, kneading clay or dough. The palms hold tension, and the wrists. So be creative in your massage. Have intention. My intention in this portion of the session is to open up common spots in the forearm to help release the hand and wrist and neck. The neck is an interesting area to mention because there are neck muscles called the scalenes, and they're the only group of muscles in the neck that refer sensation down into the arm and hand. So wherever you are, in the body, know that your work is affecting the whole body and not just the area that you're working. So I can tell, since she's right-handed, it's a lot denser in this forearm. She has an area that's more tight. And you can experiment a little here with going between trigger point, where you will hold, initiate breath for 10 to 20 seconds. And also pulling with a little cross fiber friction, kneading with petrissage. The sensation that comes up for people that haven't had their forearms worked on in a while is this deep tenseness that feels like it's been there for a long time. Like there's something in there. And there is. It's overuse. It's crunchy feeling. It's tender, really tender in spots. And again, just as a reminder, you are creating space. You are allowing the nerves to have an opportunity to send a more effective message to the body. Carpal tunnel, or symptoms related, can be caused by these muscles going all the way down into the wrist at their connections, squeezing the nerve. And the squeezing of the nerve is what causes people to have numbness in their hands. So it's just a reminder that in trigger point, the theory is there is a relationship between common points of interest or common points of tension and their connections to other places in the body. You're affecting these relationships with your touch, which is so cool. If someone is new to massage and they don't want to get a full body, or maybe it's someone seated at a desk and you have an opportunity to help someone feel better, this is a good video to get you acquainted with an area that can be very relaxing and offer so much relief to the arm and hand, especially on a righty, especially someone that is texting or posting or playing guitar or writing or typing or driving. We get caught up in our thinking center and forget about how much our hands and arms do for us. And I notice that the arms don't get worked on very much, so a lot of times a massage like this can last, maybe a month or 2 months. It's a commitment to stretching the tissue. We do so much working out and walking and standing and sitting. Ask yourself, how much time do you spend getting massage? Resting, stretching, the things that help with repair, the things that help with pain, the things that help with feeling energetic, feeling happy. How much sleep are you getting? Massage is really great for helping with deep sleep or promoting deep sleep. This is actually work that you can do on your own self. You can take your opposite thumb, hold this trigger point right here, now that you know where it is, and get rid of a headache or get rid of tingling in your fingers. You can stand up and wait in line and do this to yourself. Help your hands feel more relaxed, more effective. Swedish effleurage, working through the shoulder. Petrissage, kneading the extensors and the flexors of the forearm. Opening up the palm. So many bones that make up the hands. So many structures that hold memory. I notice after a session, just looking at someone's face, they look lifted, they look happier, they look like there's been weight lifted off their shoulders. Such an amazing gift to give, and to be able to receive the gift of knowing your work helped someone, helped their day, helped their sleep. Probably okay if I close. Take a breath as you're closing out this arm. You can make an effort to sweep through the fingers and allow the hand to come across the abdomen. Thank you so much for joining us in this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next portion of the series. The full series is available now on our sleep and relaxation app, Serene, and also on our Patreon page. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you join us again soon.
Many of our subscribers don't see our videos. Make sure that you click the notification bell. And if you haven't already, follow us on social media for tips, tutorials, giveaways, and daily inspiration.
Introducing Yoga Plus, offering a free series every month with over 300 different videos. Take control of your health. Work out anytime, anywhere. Yoga Plus. Download now for free.